is changing in 1 week. I had a country that his name was Afghanistan with a different flag, with a different everything. Today, I don't have that. Can you believe it? I don't have that country anymore. I don't. Not only me, nobody. Nobody in this chaos. So let's tell the world to watch us. Watch us very carefully. Watch us all the time. And please don't stop watching. Don't stop reporting. Don't stop asking questions. Be so angry and disgusted when they were even there, in the days when they were talking at the time of the presidencies, quote unquote, how much we pushed and pushed and pushed and did, everything in our power to have just a few women in there. So at least that the voices of women would count. You cannot imagine what kind of fights we put up, what kind of arguments we put up. They always wanted to have token women sitting in those rooms if they were sitting, and all quiet and listening to what these men were saying. And these men destroyed this country, and still they're destroying this country. They're destroying it because of their greed. They're destroying it because they're so selfish. They're destroying it because that's the only thing they can see is them and their needs and their wants and their I don't know, whatever. This country is dying, for God's sakes. Afghanistan is dying. It's dying. My Afghanistan is dying. And nobody cares. And I don't care how much I scream and yell. Nobody cares. What are we supposed to do to the world, for God's sakes? What did we do wrong? Really, what did we do wrong? I don't get it. Look at the faces of all of us. Look at the faces of these kids. Look at the hope. Look at the beauty. And then when they're leaving and they're going to the airport, look at that hurt in their eyes. Look at that, how lost they really are. Do you think it's really, does the world think that it's really funny and it's really fun to leave their own home and their country and run around and hang on the planes and die? Is this fun? Or for their children, for their fear, they're passing it over the wall and giving it to the soldiers and saying, take this kid out? This is an atrocity. It really is. This is a human tragedy happening every single day. President Biden, what did you do? I keep on asking, and I don't know. What did he do, that man? Why? Why nobody thought of it? Why everybody was so short-visioned? Why the world does not see that we only have one earth and we're sharing it? In each one of these countries, they have that one country. They want to live in it. They want to live in peace. Let them do that, for God's sakes. Don't play these games and don't have these proxy wars. What are we going to do with these proxy wars? And it is proxy wars. And right now in Afghanistan, you don't know how many other countries are involved. Every single one of them are pulling Afghanistan in one direction. Every single one of them. It's like, excuse me? What are you trying to do? Kill us all? Well, come, why don't you try your stupid, atomic bombs like President, what was his name? Trump said. Like Trump said, I can kill 10 million people right now. Well, do it. Kill the bloody 10 million people. Put that bomb and kill the 10 million people. Let me see. This is not life. This is not life. And if in this country, that every single human being I come across, they want to leave Afghanistan, men and women that they never ever thought that they would leave this land. They want to leave it now. Why?
Back with us, Dr. Mehbooba Siraj. She's the president of the board of the Afghan Women's Network. She is in Kabul, and we are grateful for her.
As far as the world is concerned, I want to tell you, I don't think the world really, a whole lot of them, really know exactly what's happening in Afghanistan. There was a meeting on the human rights defenders of the world, I think international, in Geneva or somewhere, and some of my friends that joined there, a lot of the people, especially Europeans, they had absolutely no idea what was going on in Afghanistan. So this is the thing, and and there are soldiers at the airport. We don't know. I don't think they know. We don't know. Some people are allowed. Some people are not allowed. It's really very bad, the whole thing. And the banks are closed. Some places, when the women want to go to do their job or go to work, they are not allowed to come in. Some places that the women are going to school, or if they are going to school, nobody's going to school actually yet. So it is very chaotic.
Are you still there, Mehbooba?
Yeah.
You were saying in some cases women aren't being allowed to go out, to work, to banks. But yet we saw those incredible pictures of women leading the protests against the Taliban on Afghanistan Independence Day. And we can play those pictures, women actually there, holding up the flag. In fact, the woman who was leading that march was meant to join our show, and she messaged us a while ago saying she now fears for her life. So this is the cost of those protests, and women are at the front line of those protests. Mehbooba, can you talk a little bit about women leading these protests and the importance of that flag there?
The importance of the flag. The flag is the most important. The flag is not the flag of the Republic. The flag is the flag of Afghanistan. We've had this flag for hundreds of years. That's our identity. This is something that everybody in the Taliban should know. That's our flag. That's our identity. We don't want that flag to change. Once before that flag changed, there was a time when the communists came and the flag went red. I cannot tell you what a horrible day that was. And now again, the flag is gone, and this time it's gone white. Although it's written, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, and I'm a Muslim, and I have to believe in that. But La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah is not my flag. The flag of Afghanistan is black, red, and green, and it has been like that for years. For hundreds of years. So we want that flag back. That's our flag, and we would like to have it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Now in some places, when that flag is raised, people are not saying, the Taliban are not saying anything. In some other areas, when that flag is raised by the people, then the people get beat up. So this is all shows, like really one hand doesn't know what the other hand is doing. So this is where the confusion is. This is where the void is. This is where the trouble is. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous, the situation.
And in what I'm hearing you say is in different parts of Afghanistan, the consequences for women is also being experienced differently.
Not only different parts of Afghanistan, different parts of Kabul city. Not only of Afghanistan. That's the trouble. There's not that there's in this province is this way, that province. That is also. But in Kabul city is the same way. In one part of the city is one thing, another part of the city is something else, another part of the city is something else, another part of the city is something else. So you can understand how horribly dangerous this whole thing is. So if the Taliban walk into an office and try to take the woman of that office or tell them not to work, what are we supposed to do? I don't know who these Taliban are. They are the real Taliban. They are the fake Taliban. Which group do they belong to? And what are we supposed to do? Accept? Not accept? What?
Yeah. And can I ask you, in the beginning when they took over, a lot was made, much was made of the fact that you had women interviewing the Taliban, you had women on the streets reporting, you had women on broadcast stations presenting shows. But then on the state broadcaster, we read reports that the woman was replaced with a man. So, again, the kind of changes that the Taliban claimed, are you seeing any signs of that change for women and children?
No. It's like, you saw they were there the first day, the second day they were gone the third. So it's like what kind of change? What this thing proves? Like what is going to be happening to us? If this is what's happening on the third day, you can imagine what's going to happen after a month. If that's what it is. So we don't know. And I want, and there's nobody around so we can actually sit down and talk and say, no, you're going the wrong way in here. You're never going to achieve anything in this country for the women of Afghanistan, believe me. As for the women, men, children of Afghanistan, that's what it is. I have seen so much fear in the eyes of the men of Afghanistan that is breaking my heart. I've seen so many tears in the eyes of the men of Afghanistan because of their flag. That's just killing me. And then the world is just there, and they're really hoping for the day when everything is going to be forgotten and everything will go back to normal. I want to tell you one thing. This is not going to be one of those times that this is going to happen. Believe me. If the world right now does not sit down and think of what is going to be good for Afghanistan, for the world, for the women, for the men, for everybody, this is going to blow up in a way that nobody has ever seen it. I can tell you that. And what really, where I am actually putting the emphasis is not the governments, because I am fed up with governments. I want the people to do something. The people who can bring about changes in their governments. Don't forget Afghanistan, because if you forget Afghanistan, you're going to see something so similar to in your own countries. So similar that it will make you absolutely not believe on what's going on. Look at the way the world is changing in 1 week. I had a country that its name was Afghanistan with a different flag, with a different everything. Today, I don't have that. Can you believe it? I don't have that country anymore. I don't. Not only me, nobody. Nobody in this country has it. So please, let's work it together. I'm worried that they're going to come and make these deals. And these deals are going to be hijacked by Pakistan. I can promise you that it's going to be hijacked by Pakistan. Right now, the world is going to have a meeting and it's going to be hijacked by Pakistan. Just watch it, if we allow it. If they allow Pakistan to hijack the deals, we are doomed. We are doomed, because they are going to do it.
Yeah.
And then what's going to happen in Afghanistan is for everybody to guess. There's going to be blood running on the streets of this country. There's going to be chaos. So let's tell the world to watch us. Watch us very carefully. Watch us all the time. And please don't stop watching. Don't stop reporting. Don't stop asking questions. And don't stop informing people what is happening in Afghanistan. Because then in another big meeting somewhere in New York or somewhere in Geneva, if the international community, sits there and does not really know what is going on really in Afghanistan, that would be such a shame. That would be such a